Hey there's Jazz. I am the queen of having the most horrible audio starting my channel, but I will say that me Kevin did actually comment on one of my YouTube videos and it changed my whole perspective when it comes to audio. I did also purchase his step-by-step guide on how to grow on YouTube, and I did realize how important actual audio is and the quality that comes with having a really solid foundation when it comes to your audio. It does not matter what your quality of your phone is. You can have 4K or 1080. The whole thing here is, are you irritating your audience? And if you are, they most likely will click out. And I have experienced the same thing when it comes to watching videos and realizing this is horrible audio. Now I do want to go ahead and show you on my computer how I have experienced having horrible audio. Hey everyone, it's Jazz. Have you ever wondered why in school, especially in high school, we're never taught how to handle our money, how to invest? And if you don't know who me Kevin is, he is a real estate guru. He actually was running for the California governor here in 2021. He has 1.7 million subscribers on YouTube. Now I have spent over $500 trying to find the perfect mic for the best quality audio for you guys, and I do have some tips and tricks under my sleeves, so I will go ahead and use each one to show you what you can do, especially if you are a content creator on YouTube or TikTok. It is very crucial for you to have great audio, and if you're watching this video, please stick until the end. Now, the one thing that I did realize is that there's so many different options in the market, and as a consumer, we really don't understand which one will give us the best for our bucks, especially if you're starting your YouTube channel with mostly nothing in your pocket, and you just want to be able to, grow and be able to connect with your audience. So in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you my experience with each one. That way you can see the pros and the cons, and of course the price. And I will be reviewing this Quadcast because, as you can see, it is one of my favorites, but it's a little bit over $100. I will go from $150 to, of course, $0. And with all of that being said, if you are new to the channel, I do focus on making, saving, and growing your money. And I would be extremely grateful if you subscribed and hit the like button if I end up bringing you any value. And let's get to the first one. Now, this is the HyperX Quadcast, and it did cost me $118, and by far it is one of my favorite ways to record myself, even though I barely bought it. I love the way it can go ahead and change the volume and the way my voice sounds. Like, for example, right now I have it at 2 because I am a loud speaker and there's a lot of popping noises in my mouth. But the cool thing about this mic is that it already has a pop filter, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and show you what a pop filter looks like. This right here is a pop filter, and it came with the stand, which I will leave all of this down in the description. But this was $10 altogether with the stand, but I do not like the fact that it's so big. I don't like this. It does not look aesthetic at all. It takes away the beauty of this red HyperX Quadcast. I did buy this pop filter in case I do tend to spit a little bit more than usual when I am re-recording myself. And I realized that now I did buy this one, it was $10, and I was a little afraid that I will spit too much or make too much breathing noises, which if that's something that you are scared of, this is way worth it than the big circle one, because all it does is it'll put it right here, and it's not too big where you basically have it all over your face and it's covering half of your face, but it's worth the $10. The reason why I bought this one over the Blue Yeti is because the prices are similar. The only difference between this one is there's so much value to my buck. Basically, it comes with the pop filter and the shock vibrator thing that protects it when I move my desk. So mainly when I move my desk, this basically absorbs the shock and it helps my voice not sound. It will protect any other vibrations while I am speaking to it. So that's mainly why I bought this one. And with that being said, I actually bought it for $118 on Amazon, but it was on sale. It was 15% off, even though, and usually it costs $140. But from my experience, from $150 to buying this one, this is my ultimate favorite. And not only that, you can actually put it in front of you, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you the stand. Now, this is the stand, and if you're someone who doesn't want to buy the arm because you don't like it in front of your face and you rather have it right here, it comes with it, and it gives you the same sound. And the cool thing about this mic is that it has different gain levels. So if I'm speaking to you here and I go ahead and increase the gain, you will see that my voice gets louder. So if you are far away from the stand and you rather have it on the corner, but you still want that crisp sound, you can go ahead and change the gain. Now the next microphone that you can use, whether you are on the go or you just want to use it because you rather have this little mic inside your shirt, is this Comica Mic. And the reason why I got this one was mainly because when I started my YouTube channel, I was really far away from the camera and I was moving a lot on the whiteboard. So I was really looking for something that would give me good quality. But I will say that it does have a lot of cons. It does give you a really good voice when it comes to recording. So here we go. Here is a test of me using this microphone. And it does tell me right here exactly the volume of it. And if I want to, I can go ahead and decrease it and increase it, which is pretty cool. Now, this is something that I really like if I'm at the park or anything like that, because I can just put it behind my back pocket. And then from there, it's gone and I can put it under my shirt. Of course, I did a bad job in fixing this, but you can go ahead and fix it and be able to, you know, start recording yourself. Whether you are doing TikToks, this is something that most people do too. If you are out and you want to create some TikToks or a YouTube video or start twitching with it, twitching, or whatever it's called. Now, this is mainly something that I will only use if I'm on a walk, mainly because I don't like the fact that I have to worry about the battery life and having to go and spend extra money for a battery. And I would rather just like stick to something like this, or of course a lapel, because at least like all I know is I have to make sure it's connected, it's the right length, and then from there, like, there's nothing else I have to worry about. So hopefully you can kind of get a good experience on how this sounds. Now, it does not have a pop filter, so if I get it really close here, you'll see that it's a little too much. The only bad part is that you have to continuously change the batteries, right? And the thing here is that with this or this mic is that it's already connected to your phone, so you don't really have to pay anything extra. And this is something that it does have really good audio. You get to control how you sound on the receiver and the transmitter. But the one thing that I do not like is the fact that I always have to worry about battery life. But if you are someone who records on your phone, you can always buy this extra accessory, which I have 2 of them, or you can use it on your camera. This is meant for your camera, but of course I took the other route and used this to be able to connect it to my phone. And it's one of those things that it did cost me $118 for these 2. It's really good, but I had a lot of anxiety when it comes to the battery life. But if you are on the go, for example, if you are out in the field and you want to record yourself talking from far away, this is something that I do recommend 10 out of 10, mainly because if you're only going to use this once in a while, it's worth the price. Now, the next microphone that I bought, this one was around 30 to 20 bucks. And if you buy the one that has a longer cord, of course, it's going to cost you more. But most of the time it comes with 2, and it comes with this filter. Oops, that fell. It comes with the filter to be able to cover from any noises, especially like when you are spitting. It's like this. It has that pop filter. That way when you are talking to it, you don't breathe too much onto it. But the one thing that I don't like is the fact that I do have a lot of problems with the cord, but it's something that you can start off with, and it's something that you can actually start recording if you are outside. Like, the only downside when it comes to this is that you don't have much mobility. So when you are out, you know, recording yourself and someone is holding the phone, you know, if you tend to move a lot, or, you know, you need to be able to have like a cord that is long enough, it's one of those things that you are going to be struggling with. And if you are someone who does not mind whether you struggle with that or not, then I would recommend you to use this 10 out of 10. The only bad part is that sometimes, like, for example, I'm around 10 to 15 feet away from my camera, and I don't like, by the way, I'm recording with my iPhone 11. But I don't like how I have to untangle it and then roll it up and put it away, because if not, you're going to be stepping on it a lot if you station your camera set. But if you are on a budget, you can always start off with this one. It's only $20 to $30 depending on the quality. I bought the lapel one. And the one thing is that you don't need any battery life. You just basically connect it to your phone. And all you got to buy is, sometimes the lapel does not come with the actual iPhone connection, which I will show you right here. It comes with this, right? And you know how the iPhone changed to this one? You can always buy this. I believe it's $5 for one, or you can get a bundle and just have them extra in case you lose one. And this one helps a lot when it comes to connecting to your iPhone. But if you are on a budget and you need something, I would recommend this 100%. And here is a lapel. This one is similar to this one. The only difference is that I don't have to worry about the battery life. As you can see, it's turning green, but there's going to be moments where it'll turn red. And the main reason is because the battery life is slow, which gives me a lot of anxiety, especially if like I have a long video that I have to record and I'm constantly messing up. So this is something that if you don't have money, it can range between $20 for a really solid lapel microphone. And most of them have filters. So if you are like spitting too much or you're too loud, just know that you have the option to be able to go ahead and put that on there. But this is something that is really great if you are someone who has zero to almost nothing when it comes to money and like saving money, you're really tight. Way worth it. It's way better than your actual phone, especially because it only grasps this sound. As you can see, it does get it, but it's not like that, right? So hopefully this one gives you a good insight of how this sounds. Now the fourth one is that most people already have this, which is your iPods. And if you already have this before buying this, right, if this is something that you use on the daily, just put it in. If you have long hair, you can most likely cover it. And if you are recording, no one will care if like they see the thing. I know that Tommy Bryson sometimes uses it, or some people on TikTok. The cool thing about this is that the iPods are mainly to get your voice, especially when you are, on a call. And it's one of those things that your voice sounds really crisp. And if you already paid $150 for your iPod, if you already paid $150 for these, then why not use them? Because it's one of those things that if you are out in the park and you want that nice crisp voice, this will actually pick up most of it. Now the down part is that it does not have a pop filter, so of course when you do spit on it or there's a lot of noise in the background, it can't filter it, mainly because it's just picking up any noise it can possibly can. But it's really crisp and it's way better than it is with your iPhone, which will lead me to the last option, which is your iPhone. Now if you are using iMovie or any software on your computer, and I've done this before, especially with TikToks, I don't use any microphone or anything like that when it comes to my actual TikToks, because if you're using the front camera, your iPhone has really good audio when it comes to capturing it if you're close to your camera. The only downside is that if you're going to record yourself, you have to be really close to your camera. And that is something that I wish someone told me back when I first started. Is like, hey, you don't need to spend any money if you have an iPhone. Just start with what you have, save up for it. The thing is that if you're gonna start any YouTube channel or on TikTok, you don't need any fancy equipment. And I am the queen of the worst audio ever, but that did not stop me from actually creating content. And you can actually start doing that as well.